Good morning and welcome to the Crypto Day Morning. Today's date comes in that of Sunday, the 24th of February 2019. One of my microphones went down on me, so I've got two others. Hopefully, this one will do the trick. This one's a little easier to use, I would think, as well. But again, welcome all bets, trades of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. And Bitcoin just now is having a decent sized decline. Just even the last 4 minutes, the last 12 minutes, it's this hour. It's 9:15 a.m. Eastern time. The price action has not supported where I'd wanted to, around 4,000 pierce below. It's not even holding this area in here. Thus, the 3,600 number that I really want to see it hold in here is where it's attempting its level of support. Just because it's having a big fast move and giving back yesterday's gain and then some more relatively immediately, I'm not going to put a large amount of concern in for this. For that's why when I said yesterday 3,600 being the must hold, I need to see weakness amongst that right now. Just as this was an area that was supposed to be a level of resistance, it has been. And this is the area that as it was breaking out on February the 18th, I want to see it hold and stay above. Well, it still is amongst that level, so thus having what looks to be its first support test on this mark. It's already down to 37.50. And we take a look at this on the 1 minute, we're going to just see that it is just continuously having its move lower. We got 4,100. That's 100 to the 4 plus 250 here, 350, 400 area. We're looking at close to 10% down right now for this market as it's playing out live. It's fast down. It's a short-term capitulation to say the least, and it's going to stop going down at some point. But as before we do that, we got the big, more mid-term and longer-term support or big tests. Right now it's down to 37.26, so here we are. We're at the 18 average of lows. Still continuing its decline back to where it came from. Still above that 36, and why does the 3,600 number matter to me? Well, as we can see here, the price action came up to the 18 average of highs. That's just in the general area of that must hold here, where the 18 average of lows is coming into play. And the weakness upon there, how things can shift so suddenly, as that would be looking at, oh, we're at the area of highs not seen since late November. It had a point where it just came up, filled some of these, got to the neckline of the inverted head and shoulders pattern, one of those both bullish and bearish situations to go down. Well, it might be bearish. It's still, I don't know if it's which one of the two that it's going to be. On the monthly chart amongst such, still just hanging in there, and it's got to get down even below some like below 3,000 for it to go out and do its kind of thing. But this could be a low still. You come down the 18 average of lows. It's not like it's much, but it's pulling off of its lows a little bit because the 1 minute chart just over the last 2 minutes alone, as I've been doing this video, 3,700 low, and it's rallied up to 3,840. So 120 basis points, just major volatility in play right now for this market. So how are some of the other altcoins doing? Because as I'm doing this, I'm not entirely sure. Litecoin, we got the same similar down move going from 52 to 44 amongst its daily term time frame, coming back down to its 18 average as well. And on the weekly chart, it's got a long ways to go for it to break down, but its must hold area, it's gotten above the 18 average. It's got to hold and stay above the 18 average of lows, which is currently in a rising pace and at 32 right now. And just quickly, and I'm going to show a chart for NLC too for my personal, it's not trading, but investing on this coin after this, but price action at 308 and a tough decision, tough spot for where it should go down. But if it goes down here, I got a lot of buy orders to fill. I'm fine with that. And if it goes higher, I got a lot of sell orders to fill. And I'm probably even more, I don't know if I'm more fine with that, but I'm definitely fine with it. 50-50. And this is the chart of the NLC2 that I've been able to make via that of Daily Fantasy going back to January the 5th in the sport of the association, or the NBA. And I started off losing, got really unlucky. Then I had a good day, good couple of days, and then I just got unlucky for a while. I mean, it was just sick, but that's fine. And then a really good set of days, getting some big wins, and then giving back some of the losses. And then last night, I did very well again, as I now made close to 25,000 of these coins via that, just playing fantasy basketball. Now, there's overlay in these games oftentimes, and overlay means long term profit for the players. Therefore, the average player would have an ROI of much greater than 20%. And hopefully, this continues for the years goes on, with the combination of just more people playing is just as good as well for the stock or the coin to go up in that sense. But with baseball season coming up almost 1 month away, a daily thing you could be, if you're good at sports, good at predicting outcomes, you like fantasy, it's a tremendous game in my opinion. And I've been betting on hockey games earlier this year, and I don't know what would have happened. Well, I mean, it would have been very difficult had I wagered on this last night. Toronto were home favorites of decent proportions, minus 189 last night, again at home to Montreal. And I was looking at this game like, geez, it's almost 50-50 who's going to win that. I mean, best I can give is a 52% chance for the Leafs, if that, which meant you're getting about a plus 165 price for Montreal, or much, much greater than even odds. I would have considered this an upper tier selection, and I would have bet a good sum last night on Montreal, had I been actively betting, which I'm not at this time. And then to see that I have had a 3-0 lead for Montreal in the first period, only to see it go by the wayside with Toronto winning 6-3, and the game was not a blowout. For with 2 minutes left in the game, in the third period, with the score tied at 3, the Leafs ended up scoring a goal to take the lead, and then they added 2 empty netters after that. Toronto 6, Montreal 3. So for me, I'm just, it was one of those ones where like, man, I'm glad it worked out, of course, to because that's just a horrible beat. Because it's a most certainty that I would have played. All I did was I stuck Montreal on my $5 pools bet, so that's nothing of a loss there. Hey, a quick little update on Bitcoin. I know it's already moved a bit since you've been watching it, but you've got this level of support established in here. Very short term. You gotta hold it. I mean, you don't have to hold, stay above it, but within its move in here, you have to. It's gonna take time for these things to heal, and when I say time, probably just go sideways for a long time, and it's ready to go. It's going to go straight up instantly, because that's what I've been saying with these markets. When they have their significant moves, it goes up or down really fast. And this one takes the cake. And again, this could end up being a significant down move, as it's only been 8:56 a.m. on this top, 9:16 a.m. on this level here. It was only a short move of like 20 minutes, but sometimes that's all it is. And maybe it's just going to be another small leg lower, and it goes down to 3,600, and that's what it is. But for me, when I'm not caring which side direction it goes, you just let your buy orders and sell orders play as it is, and let the markets move as it does. And this way, before all of this even happened, on yesterday's session, I didn't need to predict that it was going to go up, but the sell orders would fill. And of course, all these sell orders you've been able to buy back. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.